How you going, Tom?
Good, Adam. How are you?
Good.
It's good.
Last episode,
Yeah.
we were talking about, or you asked me what's your favourite game soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I forgot to say the first Spyro game, and I don't know why I didn't think of it.
Well, I mean, we were discussing that a little bit before and saying it's probably because you just haven't played the game, listened to the soundtrack for so long. I feel the same way about wow. Good English. Crash.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can picture that soundtrack in my head.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to it as a regular thing.
Yeah.
But
you know it.
yeah.
Apparently the drummer from The Police actually, I don't know if he wrote or produced or whatever they do, the first Spyro game soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I'd be interested now to go back and listen to that soundtrack and compare it to his library of work.
Yeah.
To see whether there's any links there.
Mm.
Does the first Crash sound a bit rapey like The Police? You know, every breath you take.
Yeah.
That's not a
that's a song about fucking someone without consent, let's be honest.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that we were talking before that, you know, we need to make sure we limit how much we're swearing in this and make it a bit more professional.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't care. This is about having fun, not about making some money. Because we're not doing that yet.
No.
Maybe one day.
When
someone's paying us to edit it and edit out all the cuss words.
All the fucks and shits and poos and that.
Yep. So I actually had something to bring up in relation to the last episode.
Yeah.
So, the two people who created The Matrix, we were talking about...
Was the
Wachowskis.
Wachowski, yeah. The Wasabi Bros.
Yeah, the Wachowski
Super
brothers.
Wasabi Bros.
So, we were talking about how The Matrix got progressively worse as the movies went along. And then, they decided to make a fourth one.
Yeah.
To, ride the coattails of...
Yeah. Just to ruin it a bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're now both sisters. So it was...
What?
Larry and Andy Wachowski.
Yeah.
It's now Lana and Lily.
Right.
Yeah. They both identify as females. I
don't
want to say that correlates to the shitness of the fourth Matrix.
It definitely wasn't funny.
Well, no. I haven't seen it.
Because, women can't be funny.
Oh, no, they can't. You live with one. You know what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
Try to make a joke. And
zero comedy in this house.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. It's only half comedic. And it's the one with the penis that makes it funny. Which, these days, and I don't know, they may not have fully transitioned yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, have they had the chop?
No idea.
No.
I'm not looking
We'll
into
ring
that.
them up and ask them.
All right. I'll add that to my to-do list.
Yeah. Get onto the wasabis and ask them.
Well, actually, I mean, I've got a note similar to this.
Mm.
It was about changing your name and what would it be, but if you're transitioning and changing your first name, would you just go the whole hog and change your whole name?
Like your last name as well.
They're not the Wachowski brothers now, they're the Wasabi sisters. Like, I don't know, you just...
Might as well.
Same, but different?
Well, they can't be known as the Wasabi... the fucking...
The Wachowski brothers. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, just a thought.
Yeah, well, Bloody, I met Red's brother's new bride yesterday.
Yeah.
Very nice lady.
Nice.
Easy to get along with. Very nice. Very good. But we went to this chocolate cottage cafe thing in Highfields.
Out of Highfields, yeah.
We were sitting there waiting for him. Just so happened to be like out the front, looking at the car park.
Mm.
I watched this lady. She went to do a reverse parallel.
Yeah.
She's gone in, fucked it, gone out, gone in again, fucked it, and I'm looking at her going, oh my God. And it's one of those car parks that you can literally just drive into.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
No.
not a difficult car
it's
park.
not a difficult... Like,
It's
she,
nose-in parking.
she fucked it up by going too far.
Yeah.
She would have been better just reversing back and then just driving into it.
Yeah.
But
No.
nah. We're gonna try a reverse parallel. Her last go, she was actually more outside the park
Yeah.
than she was inside the park.
I've seen that
And she just-
so much.
I watched her get out of the car, like she got out, looked at the back, and just went, "That'll do."
Yeah. Oh, it's
Like oh
the number
my
of people
God.
I've seen reverse parallel parking who get more perpendicular to the gutter
Mm.
than they do parallel. How do you swing a car 90 degrees backwards
Yeah.
and think you're doing well?
What she should have done was given up on the second attempt, though, because she was more in the park on the second attempt,
Yeah.
and then she like gave it another go, and then fucked it up even worse,
Yeah.
and then just gave up. Like,
Accept a defeat
yeah, fuck
when
this.
it's less fucked.
Yeah,
That's... I just don't understand it.
yeah. Well,
If you can't parallel park, don't fucking try. Just
Especially in that park, didn't need a parallel
Yeah.
because you could have just
they're
driven
big
right
enough
into
parks, yeah. You just go nose in. Maybe you go back once just to
it.
straighten up.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate things.
No, yeah, not this one. No,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm gonna make this like I want to fuck this park up as hard as I can.
Yeah. Oh, look, happens all the fucking time. But we are machines today.
Hmm.
We are full of gas.
Full of gas.
Well, full of beer, I guess. CO2.
CO2, CO2.
That'll be later. I'm working on it, don't you worry.
Bloody this guy at work, he was telling me the other day that I think he's planning like an overseas trip,
Yeah.
and he hasn't got a passport, so he went like to get a passport.
Yeah.
He went in to get the passport pictures, and he went in after work, and
Yeah.
he wears like a high vis like shirt.
Yeah.
He got the pictures. He handed them into the passport people or whatever, and they
Yeah.
said, "Oh, these pictures won't do because the reflection
like the
from
high
the
vis.
high vis is coming off onto your face,
Yeah.
and you look like a Simpsons character, like
Yeah.
you're yellow." So, he went, "Oh, right, I'll go get another one."
Yeah.
Idiot. After work again, same shirt. And he goes, "Oh, well, I'll run around to Kmart and I'll just buy like a cheapo shirt.
Yeah.
Like go to the toilets, swap it over, get me picture changed, whatever. Get me picture taken." And anyway, he did that, and he said to the lady that, "Oh, I just had to change my shirt because like the reflection fucked up the last photo."
Yeah.
And she said to him, "We had the same problem with this other guy, so we just put him in a mail bag to get his passport picture taken."
Wow. I mean, look creative, but
Could you just imagine walking into the post office and there's some bloke sitting in the corner in a mail bag with just his head poking out?
can you imagine
What the
being in
fuck
the
is going
passport
on in
office
here?
seeing a bloke's head with a mail bag from the neck down?
Yeah.
Like,
It was
what
just
is he
like
posting himself?
Australia poster around his neck.
Yeah. I guess you got to get creative if you're on a budget.
I
But
said, just take your fucking shirt off. You're a dude.
yeah,
Nah, put it in the mailbag.
yeah.
Oh my god. Fuck, I laugh when
He has
told me that.
dignity to lose, and he lost it all by putting a mail bag on. Whereas I've got no dignity to lose, so I'd stand there without a shirt on. But like
You look like more of a fuckwit
wearing the mail
wearing
bag.
a
Oh,
bag.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's a bit ridiculous, honestly.
Bloody,
How does that come into someone's mind as this is a feasible option?
I just love that like an employee there went, "Oh, we've got something for you to wear."
They've just got it on a coat hanger out the back, the passport bag.
Yeah, this is the communal bag
Yeah.
that we put people in.
Yeah. If you've worn a fucked shirt, here's the
Yeah,
mail bag.
Here's the mail bag.
Just
I wonder if they have a female bag.
It's just got 2 holes at the front. That one's getting me in trouble. I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
And it came to me at work, just through conversation.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worse listening to stupid people or feeling stupid when you're listening to smart people?
I think it's worse. What was the first one? Listening
to stupid people.
I think that's worse that way.
That's exactly the way I was
Because
thinking.
I think the other way, they feel like the idiot because it's like they got to talk down to you.
Yeah, see, I don't care if they don't. I'm happy to just block out someone talking, like smart people. Like, I will just zone out with a drink in hand.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that because I know I'm not smart.
Well, I don't know too many. No one smart talks to me. I don't know.
I'm largely the same.
Yeah.
I talk to a few people in the medical industry. And but most of the ones I talk to are just normal people. They just happen to be smart, so they've got that happy middle ground. But talking to people who think they're smart, and all it comes across is you're full of shit.
Yeah.
You're trying to sound smart.
Yeah.
But it makes you sound more dumb.
It's like confidently dumb.
Yeah.
They're so confident that they're right.
They're so confident that confidence isn't even a thing. Like, what they're saying, they know is true. But then me listening to them, I'm like, that is 100% bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think my brain is now broken from this conversation.
Yeah.
Like
I've talked to a few people at work. Well, they've talked to me.
Yeah.
At me.
That's the big thing.
And you just, like, it's like you're shaking your head inside your head. You're looking at them just going...
I struggle sometimes to not actually shake my head.
Yeah. Did you
physically.
Dress yourself today? Like, did you tie those shoelaces?
One of my favourite memes is I don't have the time or the crayons to explain this to you. Yeah. That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
You know, they try to sound smart. They try to give you life advice.
When their life is fucked as well. That's
most often, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm divorced and I'm up to my eyeballs in debt, but you should listen to me.
Yeah. I mean,
like I'm going to do that.
There's a common acquaintance of ours who likes handing out financial advice, unsolicited, at work.
Oh, yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
But he's actually a smart bloke, knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Whether you should listen to it or not, that's up to you. Yeah. Whether it's relevant to you or not, that's up to you. Yeah. But he at least knows what he's talking about. He's not trying to make shit up to sound good.
Yeah.
Then there's the people who think they know what's right. They talk the way they think someone who knows this shit should talk.
Yeah.
And it's all utter crap.
But they inevitably fuck it up. And
they're just dribbling shit.
Yeah,
they're
know. Talking shit.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Bloody hell.
This is... we should title this the burp episode. Because that's what it is so far. But that just... It grinds my... It grinds my
your
grundle. That's this week's grind my grundle.
Yeah.
Like...
Stupid people.
Yeah. There is ways to eradicate them, but unfortunately it's illegal.
See... You made Hitler come up with that, but you're not allowed to do that anymore. Wasn't he like gassing or killing all the Jean-Luc retards or whatever?
Oh, they were part of his thing, yeah.
But
I didn't bring him up. Yeah. I was just alluding to the fact that murder is legal, is possible but illegal. You know, you could round them up in camps and drop a bomb on them, or
do all that. Yeah.
You could just take a baseball bat and. You know,
well, see,
it's not legal.
I think,
but it's possible.
I think it's kind of good to have people that dumb because if they're all gone, you're the idiot.
Oh yeah,
like you're the bottom of the barrel now.
At least
know. You can stand proud and say, I can tie my own shoelaces and I don't even need help.
Absolutely, I'm happy knowing that I might be at the bottom of the barrel in terms of intelligence.
Yeah,
because I don't try to sound better than I am.
Yeah. But it's good
and
to
I
know.
don't tell other people that I think I'm better than I am. But it's good to know that I'm definitely not. Yeah. There are people who... and should be smarter than me. It's not hard. You've known me for 30-odd years. I'm not the brightest spark. I'm not definitely the dullest.
Oh, God, no.
We've known a few of them in our time, but just... why?
Yeah.
Maybe they're that dumb that this makes them feel better about themselves?
Maybe this could be a political thing and say it's because of public schools.
Yeah, but I went to a public school and a private school.
You did.
I got a better education at a public school than I did...
you did sex ed in primary school, didn't you?
I did.
At
public school?
Public primary school.
Yeah.
I never... You know...
We did some at our private high school.
Oh, you...
Wasn't anywhere near as exciting or...
exciting.
The amount of times I got in trouble for laughing...
No prac?
When some... No. Well, it wouldn't have happened anyway.
Oh, with the teacher?
Well... Actually, you knew one of the teachers. She lived near you growing up.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was hot, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
I know she was hot in high school. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
There was a few of my teachers who were like that, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
It's always funny you go, geez, I wish she gave me sex ed.
Yeah.
Like
it wouldn't be awkward.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be awkward. I've already got a boner because of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And now...
Well, no, you're just talking. And now we're talking about sex?
Yeah.
Like...
How do you get a double erection? I don't know how, but I've got one.
It's possible. And it hurts.
Yeah.
And I've just made a big mess at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sit in the shame corner with every other male in the classroom. Like,
yeah, the class is like a octagon or whatever. There's so many corners. It's so
they
much
need
shame.
all of the corners.
And it's all
It's a dodecahedron.
A dodeca...
Just quit while you're behind.
Yep. And the corners are just sperm.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming.
The floor is just slippery until it's sticky.
Yeah.
But then, in primary school, like I was saying before, there was a couple of us in the same class. And it was mostly whenever the word vagina was said.
Oh, yeah.
We'd crack into a giggling fit.
You get the giggles.
And instead of being allowed to sit around the TV watching a video of birth or, a sex...
Wait. How old were you when this, grade 5?
5, yeah, something like
Watching someone give birth?
No, I think that was grade 7.
Yeah. See,
that was pretty full on, I'll be honest.
I went to a private primary and secondary school.
Yeah.
We got no sex ed in primary, which I was fucking jealous about when you told me about it.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking what when? The only sex ed class I ever, an actual, the whole class was about it.
Yeah.
Grade 10.
Yeah.
One class.
Yeah.
And they talked about using Mars bars as dummies. Don't do that because you'll scratch yourself.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Mr. Funnily enough, his last name was the same as mine, just spelt differently.
Yeah, right. Good work and not doxing yourself then, by the way.
Yep, thank you.
You did good.
Yeah, he was... It was weird, though, because we didn't know about it, and it was in religion.
Yeah,
class.
no, that's when our high school one was.
Yeah, well, that's when my one class was.
Yeah.
He's like, anyway, guys, we're not going to talk about that other bullshit. We're going to talk about
We're not going to talk about the lies that we're trying to indoctrinate you with.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sex.
Yeah.
A thing that most of you will never have because you're losers.
And in unison, the bottom of every desk just got tapped.
All you heard was... I don't know if that came through well enough, but I hope it did.
It was like a hammer hitting a hammer hitting a table.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, it was a hammer.
Yeah. Well, not mine.
So, 15-year-old
Mine was
boys.
a little tack hammer.
Well, yeah. I never said it was big. We're not talking about a bloody mallet here.
A big ball.
Yeah. A morning star.
A morning star. Bang.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough talking about children's dick.
Yeah, that... I mean, it wasn't weird until you just said those two words. That's fine. It's funny.
We did watch a video. It was in religion, and I think it might have been in grade 8 of someone giving birth.
Yeah.
But because it was on a VHS, they had to rewind it.
Yeah.
So we watched someone ungiving birth.
Oh. That's almost more brutal than actually watching the baby come out.
It was fucking hilarious. And everyone started laughing because it was like, like when you rewind. I don't know if you kids listening today know anything about VHS.
That's also true.
But it rewound, like, it didn't rewind as, like, at the same speed it played. It rewinded, like,
fast.
3 times faster or whatever.
Yeah. So you're just watching a baby get sucked back in, like vacuum into it.
We watched a baby get thrown up this woman's vagina. And she was in a bathtub.
It's just a footy pass.
Yeah, it was. It literally was like, oh, here it is, boonk, there it goes. Like, it was so fucking funny.
Her facial expression would have been about the same as well.
Oh, we weren't concentrating on that.
Well, no, teenage boys.
This was our first time seeing a vagina, and it was ruined.
I mean, it's not
much,
how you want the first time to be.
Too much baby, not enough vagina.
Well, the vagina...
1 out of 5. Wouldn't recommend. Hard blank.
It's pretty distorted when you're pushing a bowling ball out of it. It's... that's not what you want as the first one you see. But you're glad when you see the next real one because you're like, oh, wait, it's not that messed up. It's not great, but it's not that bad.
It's not like something's just come out of it.
Yeah.
But mind you, 8-year-old... I wasn't 8. Year 8, sorry.
So what's that, 13?
13. It didn't matter.
Oh,
it was still...
It gets locked in the wank bag. And that afternoon...
Attention.
Yeah.
You got no idea.
Oh, no, I've got an idea.
Well, it was the same sound. Even watching it go back up, we're all laughing, but we're all still thinking like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, vagina.
Yeah. Oh, teenage boys, that is... At least straight teenage boys. I don't know. Yeah. I don't have experience in any other way, but...
Yeah.
Weird that I was just flapping my arms like that.
Well, that's
while we're talking.
That's what it looked like. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, it's blowing in the breeze.
Yeah, the curtains were blowing.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Does that make us bad people?
No,
it makes us horny teenagers.
It makes us observational.
We would have flogged it to anything.
Oh shit!
As we said was that the last episode or? Because we just had to listen back to episode 4 as well. Just.
Flogging it to
flog songs. We were talking about masturbates and so it must have been 4.
That was a Benny Hill thing.
Yeah. We've all got flog songs. As a teenager, you don't have a flog song, but you've got these pictures.
Any noise is your flog song. It's 100% flog all the time.
Doesn't need noise. It doesn't even need picture. Honestly, you just need a hand and a penis.
And a bit of motivation.
Hope to God you don't get a cramp.
Do you remember...
Sorry, Dad. That's... just... That came across as a bit weird.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry if Dad ever listens to this.
Yeah.
Or Mum. Any parent.
Anyone who knows you, really.
Yeah. Because anyone else... No, fuck him. Yeah, I jack it. But... and I did as a teenager. A lot. But... my parents...
You
don't need to know any more than that.
Any male person, any older male person in your life will not be judging you because they've been there.
Well, any male, and we discussed this in an earlier episode as well.
Did we?
Yeah, people who say they don't masturbate are liars.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're either a liar or you're a wanker.
Yeah. Anyway, I believe you have a couple of other talking points. I can see 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was thinking bloody on Friday because I was listening to some old-timey music because I like listening to music that isn't from today because today's music sucks. Would you go back in time to listen to, like, let's just say, I don't know who you like. Let's say, like, AC/DC, like Bon Scott era AC/DC.
Yeah.
Would you go back in time permanently just to listen to music from the 80s or whatever?
That's actually a really good question, and I don't
Now,
think so.
Permanently is
I think that's the big caveat here.
That's the thing, yeah. So
I would love to time travel and go to concerts for some. Jesus fuck! And
Jesus
go to.
wept. Anyway,
That's
sorry.
the shortest sentence in the Bible.
What, Jesus wept?
Yep.
Yeah, did he?
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know. Well, it says so.
No, it would have been Jesus came because he was a teenage boy. At one point.
Well, he wasn't much of a teenage boy in the Bible. Anyway.
They skipped over party Jesus.
Yeah.
They skipped over wanking Jesus.
Oh, he was flogging it on a building site with his old man.
Oh, my God.
They would have both been teenagers, really.
Yeah, but Mary Magdalene, for any woman.
Yeah.
I've been a teenager.
Any hole is a goal.
Fuck anything that looks like a woman.
Doesn't even have to look like a woman. It's just got to have a hole that you can imagine as a woman.
He was Jewish, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to go back and see some of these bands in concert. And I was actually thinking about this the other day.
Mm.
So Ozzy Osbourne has, at least for the time being, if not
Like,
permanently,
resigned.
yeah, cancelled all tours.
I'm going to have to put a wee break in.
All right.
Keep that thought because I've got more going.
Okay. So yeah, Ozzy Osbourne has had to put a stop on tours, and he was supposed to have a bunch of tours this year, I think. But because his health is declining, how amazing would it have been to see Ozzy Osbourne live in concert?
Yeah, like
whether
back
as part
in
of his solo act or Black Sabbath,
Black Sabbath or
early days Black Sabbath. I'm having a mental
just
and blank, any band of that era.
Yeah. You know what I'm surprised they don't do, which I don't know if they can, but I'm pretty sure they could figure it out.
Yeah.
Is get like a recording of a live album or whatever of a particular band.
Yeah.
And just put holograms of them on stage.
Oh, they absolutely could do that.
What they did in the...
I guess the
So
tricky...
it would technically still be live.
Yeah, the tricky thing with that, I think, would be that there's really only one angle of the old concerts. So you don't have... To get a hologram would take so much more footage.
Yeah, but you could just come up with it.
You could definitely do that.
Or just have a person
Alternatively,
that looks like them, just act out what they would do, and then just hologram that. Just
alternatively, how cool would it be to go to an evening concert, because you could only really do it then, and just have a massive projector screen or TV screen with all of the live sound equipment, and just play footage of the old concerts.
Yeah,
like going to the cinema. Well, we went and saw
the
Metallica's
Metallica.
S&M 2.
Yeah.
Like, that sort of thing would be amazing. I would happily go and sit through old concerts. And I think that's the benefit of the day and age we live in.
Yeah.
I don't think I could go back permanently.
Yeah, that's kind of
because I enjoy a lot of the modern music.
Yeah, and you enjoy a lot of the modern comforts, like air conditioning.
Yeah, see, I could probably get by with... Yeah, I like my car.
Yeah.
I did buy a sports car for that.
And
but
and that, and TV.
Well, see, recording equipment's always been around. Podcasts haven't really been around. But you know what the alternative would have been?
Yeah.
A radio show. Because that's basically what this is. This is us able to do our own radio talk show.
However, what radio is going to pick this up?
Fucking no one.
Exactly.
But you never know.
The internet hasn't been invented.
Yeah, but you could just go to your local radio station and say, hey, could we book an hour slot? We're just going to come in.
Okay, that'll be $2,000.
Well,
and $2,000 their money, not our money.
It probably wouldn't be that, because it could be much less, because they can advertise around it. They can still make money off of it.
I suppose, but
you throw people like us in the 2 a.m. time slot. There's still people out listening to it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, you could work something about with
it.
I
just think it's everything is way easier now than what it is.
It's way more convenient. I don't think it's all that much easier. Life is so much more complex than it would have been 30, 40 years ago.
It's more. I think it's more complex and more easier, just in different ways.
Yeah, we have access to a lot more information, a lot more resources. Our knowledge is so much better.
Yeah.
But there's so many more complications. Like the simplicity of life back then.
Yeah.
TV turned off at night. There was no TV station, so you couldn't stay up all night watching TV.
Yeah.
There's pros and cons to it.
You could.
This actually almost plays into a point I was going to ask later, but I'll ask it a bit later. We'll keep going on this. But I really like... I mean, I love the current bands I'm listening to, a lot of whom the artists wouldn't have even been born back in the prime of some of these bands.
Let's just say 19...
Well, I was going to say Bon Scott era AC/DC.
Let's say 1980. We'll just... like, that's... Because he was alive then.
Yeah.
I think.
So...
He's still going.
Well, around that era, a lot of the artists I listened to, some of them had been born, but they're still in, say, primary school.
Yeah, they're not artists anymore.
They're not. They're way too young for that.
So artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if I had been born in that era, I would have been fucking happy to have that as the music I was listening to, and the concerts I was seeing. Hell yes.
Yeah.
But going back with particularly access to things like Spotify now.
Yeah. See,
we have...
That was my original thing, is do you go back to listen to them live or whatever?
Oh, I would love to listen to them
now
live
and just listen to them through Spotify.
There's, I think, differences. Like, I love listening to Spotify and having any artist that I want to listen to, being able to see their entire catalogue on there. I do still buy albums and vinyls for bands.
Yeah.
Because Spotify pays fuck all.
Yeah.
So, I like supporting the bands I like, but there's just something about live music, and I don't think it matters what era it was in.
Yeah.
Live music has always been amazing.
Yeah.
And I think life would be pretty dull without any sort of live music. So I'm glad that I had the chance to do that. But to give up the access to the variety of music I have now, I think I couldn't do it, having had that access. I think that would be the really difficult thing going back in time.
Yeah.
And having, 8 tracks and cassettes.
Yeah.
And live music and vinyl. It's a fairly narrow band of music that I still listen to today. But I listen to an even broader spectrum of music.
Yeah.
And half of which hadn't even been invented then. So
well,
it's a bit of a tricky one.
Well, that's the thing, is like, do you go back to, like, watch live music or whatever?
Yeah.
Assuming you've got money to go and see, and assuming those people actually came to Australia.
That's the other thing. If you're going back in time, would you just go back and move to America? Back when it was a safer place to live. It wasn't really school shootings back then. Actually, that was something I was thinking about on Thursday. Thursday was...
Killing kids.
Well, I think about that most days, because some of them just need it.
Oh, you got no idea.
But Thursday was it the 20th anniversary of Columbine?
Oh, I don't keep up with school shootings.
I think it was the 20th.
Oh, okay.
So, 20 years ago was the first major school shooting in the US. It's not that long.
I don't reckon...
Oh, I think it was the largest school shooting at the time. And that was like 12 or 13 people.
Yeah. Columbine really... It really put school shootings into, like, American history or whatever you want to call it. America, or, the public eye, I suppose.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, they can't get enough of it, can they?
Oh, no.
They love a good school shooting.
And, well, I was having a discussion about this the other day.
Well, not the kids, but...
Yeah.
Well, in this last one, it was a kid. Well, it was a student.
A former student.
Who
went back. And that's what a lot of them are.
Yeah.
They're either current students at the very end or they're former students.
Yeah.
Well done. But
you know,
you look at it, and I think the mass vote is for gun control.
Yeah, yeah.
But how much power does an organisation like the NRA have in terms of politics?
Yeah.
They've got so much money invested in it
Yeah.
that the politicians don't want to change anything.
But then it's like, well, because the Americans like they got the Second Amendment, and like, see, we don't have any of that over here.
No, well, not at least not the right to bear arms.
Oh God, no. But
to form a militia against a tyrannical government. Like,
but it's the thing I kind of find, and I actually think Trumpy brought this up.
Yeah.
Back when he was fucking president, is it like the guns that are? I mean, the guns aren't the problem. It's obviously the people. A gun doesn't just shoot someone.
No, I think it's a combination.
See, I think
because
I think it might have something to do with their, you know how they don't have free healthcare and shit.
Yeah.
See, I think there's a lot of people, like a lot of unstable people running around America that don't.
Imagine if they had access to reliable mental health care.
But yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's not taking the guns away isn't going to do it. Like, we have shootings here in Australia.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we have fucking way stricter gun laws than they do.
People will always find a way, but
that's the other thing. It's a lot of these shootings over there. They're not registered guns. They're
you find a lot of
guns.
them are. Like the school shootings are legal guns.
Yeah, but
and it's just that the shooters happen to be 18, which is when they can buy.
But you can't
that
buy,
style
you
of
can't
weapon.
buy a semi-auto. I don't think you can buy a semi-automatic in America, because I was talking to this American bloke last time I went to Thailand.
Yeah.
Sorry for our American listeners over there.
No,
but
fuck yes. Your gun laws are dumb.
No. But what I just said, you understood because you're Australian.
Yeah.
They won't understand because what I said was one word.
That's fine. To anyone Australian listening, it made perfect sense. Anyone else, deal with it.
Yeah, get over it.
Learn Australian.
Yeah, learn Australian. Yeah, bloody glass. Anyway.
But yeah, like, I know
he was
in a lot of
me,
areas it's very difficult to get access to semi-automatic, high-capacity rifles.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm no fucking professor, and I don't know anything about America except for, I don't know, TV and shit.
Well, it's pop culture. They
love school shootings. They love the flag.
Yep.
They
love the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem.
Yep. And they love BLM. Some of them do.
Well, yeah, a lot of them like ACAB.
They love getting fat.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely, yes.
I mean, their whole diet is centered around that.
It's
but anyway,
literally sugar and
I was
cheese.
gonna say, like, you look at Australia, we've had shootings since the Port Arthur massacre and the subsequent gun amnesty and gun law changes.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who were upset about the changes to gun laws.
Yeah.
But what it really boiled down to was you couldn't have high-capacity semi-automatic rifles anymore. People realised that, there was a mass shooting. These were the weapons used. Well, maybe
we'll get rid of them.
We can still keep our guns because we can.
Yeah.
You're the perfect example. You've got a gun license. You've got guns.
Yeah.
They just have to fit within a different set of rules. And they do.
Yeah.
You can still kill people with them.
Yeah, but I can kill people with my bare hands.
But I mean, like, if you've got a lever-action rifle...
as a lethal weapon, believe it or not.
Well...
I'm like Mel Gibson. I'm a lethal weapon.
I haven't seen it in action, but maybe one day.
You haven't seen Mel Gibson?
But
anyway,
so you can have a lever-action rifle with what, like 6 rounds or something, depending on the...
I think 17.
Really? But, well, I guess it depends on the caliber as well. Like, it's 22.
I think a 22...
You can still kill someone with, but that's a bee sting.
Yeah.
Like, terms of...
Have you ever been shot?
No, but
no.
You look at... You compare that to any other rifle round.
I think well, I've got a 7-round mag in my 22, but I think
I thought you can get a 10 for a 22. But anyway,
yeah, you can. I'm
that
just saying,
aside,
my personal one is 7.
they're still not semi-auto. They're
No.
bolt action.
Bolt action.
Or lever action. Like, there has to be some secondary action.
Well, it's not semi-automatic. If
yeah.
you have to,
and that
you have to essentially pull the old bullet, pull the shot
shell
bullet
out.
out, and then stick a new one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that we were okay to transition from
yeah.
semi-automatic to that, we still have these rifles. We can still use them for recreation and hunting and sport.
Yeah.
But it's much more difficult to take that into a school and kill 30 people. Like,
Yeah, I get that.
you know, it's not a compact, high capacity, fast rate of fire weapon.
Yeah. Mind you,
I mean,
like that's the whole illegal side of it. Like I could,
you could-
on my license, I can't own a pistol, for instance.
yeah,
However, I could
get one on the black
probably
market.
ask 4 people, and they would know someone who
Yeah.
could get me one.
Oh, look, it's still possible, and you can't ever get rid of that.
Yes.
If there's a black market for something, there will always be a black market for it.
Yeah.
But it becomes
Why are you being racist?
because that's just how I naturally am. But that just adds an extra deterrent
Yeah.
to activities like this. You know, you have to actively seek it out. There is so much more intent in that. Whereas if you had a handgun on your license, you know, there's so many qualifying factors you have to meet to be able to get that level of license, and then so you've got to put effort into it.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's just readily available to you, there's no effort to it.
However,
You've got it.
Even if it is readily available, I won't just go shoot up a school because I'm not mental.
And also, I would hope with the Australian medical system, we have pretty ready access to medical, mental health resources.
Yeah.
So if there's something going on, the first thought isn't, I'm just going to go shoot up the neighborhood school.
I better go kill some kids.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about maybe shooting some kids. I might get some help.
Yeah. But
Not
first,
shooting the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe.
Well,
Columbine was 2 kids.
Yeah, 2 kids.
Maybe if we get bored one day.
There's a school just up. There's 2 schools just up the road.
They're
all anyway.
I'm going to divert this conversation
yeah.
away from that.
It's getting a bit
dark.
Getting a bit too real.
Yeah. I mean, look, it was worth it. Good conversation. We're not against any topic here, whether it's serious, funny, dumb. That's how we live our life. And if you listeners don't like it, you can go jog on. Anyway, I had 2 points that are the complete opposite of this conversation. First one is, and it happened to me just minutes ago, I hate sitting on my nuts. Like, you take a seat somewhere, your undies aren't particularly supportive, mate. You're going commando.
Sitting on my nuts. I love that pain.
Okay, so you're into BDSM.
No,
I'm learning things about you. But, like, or you're sitting down and you move your legs, you got to put them together for, like, if someone's passing and you're at a theater, you know, you got to do that awkward side sit.
Yeah.
You bring your leg in it and it's
fucking G clamp straight on the testicle.
Like, and the most common thing is they split.
Yeah.
And you've seen that figure 8. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Like, that feeling is just gross. I hate it.
I sat on one of my balls yesterday.
It happens all too often.
I know.
It's a travesty that we need to change.
It's not too
Change for the testicles.
Yeah. We need change. Let's start a petition or whatever.
Yeah. We're going to start a charity for squished balls.
Yeah, at this chocolate place that I met.
The chocolate cottage, the old,
the new girlfriend at.
Yeah.
There was like a church pew.
Yeah.
Like for seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Straight on righty.
Oh,
it's always righty.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. There's always one that's lower.
Yeah, righty.
And I think it is for me too.
He's fucking punished, that poor bastard.
I'm surprised it's not calloused. The amount that we sit on it and squish it.
I'm surprised there isn't a fucking rib cage or something around that bastard.
We're going to develop a product as well as start a petition.
Oh, it's
rib cages for testicles.
You know those
It's a slinky.
I was gonna say, you know the butterfly, like the girls put it butterfly hair, like one. Maybe not as
in
grippy,
reverse.
but yeah.
So
the
spring holds it open,
or you set it to the right girth. Put a pin in it. Done.
I don't know that I want a pin near my scrotum. Maybe a slinky, and then you just twizzle it up a bit so it loops around your peen.
Twizzle it up. Yeah.
That's the technical term.
Yeah.
So you get a loop or two around your peen so that it hangs securely.
Yeah.
Then you just cut the excess off. You measure it, take it off, and cut the excess off. So then
I'm more thinking
it's
about
a cylinder. But it's a bit springy.
for the up
compensates
and down. For the up and down,
yeah.
like a slinky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know how much protection that would actually give.
We're going to add that to our list of things to have done by the end of the year.
Dr. Tom.
Dr. Tom, the budget medical expert. So, Adam and I, we were just talking in conversation before recording this. We came up with an idea for a song that we're going to record by the end of the year. Well, we'd like to.
We'll give it a go.
To the tune of Achy Breaky Heart. I'm not gonna spoil anything until we actually make some
progress.
Yeah. But
if we don't ignore this.
Well, yeah. That's also highly possible because we talk so much shit in these.
Yeah. We have so many good ideas.
Yeah. But I am gonna write this below that on the whiteboard that we need the testicle slinky. And try to have a working prototype by the end of the year.
I think it'll be more of a fashion accessory than a protective, like...
Well, if it works for both. Like, it can be a fashion accessory while being functional.
Yeah.
We could...
Is any fashion accessory... Except the pocket. Well, the pocket's not really a fashion accessory. That's function.
Yeah.
Handbag.
Yeah, but we don't have our ball sacks out in public.
Well, not yet.
Sorry?
It's coming in the winter.
So the slinky's going to be at its shortest.
Yeah, the slinky's going to be fucking,
it's
clenched.
Bound up tight.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say that this won't be a first. A fashion accessory that is also functional. I guess a handbag. That's a functional fashion accessory.
Yeah. Maybe not for dudes.
No, I'm just saying that that's a thing
that
is available.
Well, that's what I was thinking before.
A fanny pack. We could be eshays, but we're not
there
because
is
we're normal.
Nothing fashionable about a fucking eshay. You know what eshays can do?
Fuck off.
Exactly.
And then fuck off a bit more.
Yeah. Walk out in front of a oncoming train or something.
One of my favourite ever sayings.
Fuck off,
get fucked, and then fuck off some more.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fucking great.
That's exactly what an eshay can do.
Buddy, in town, about a month ago or something, some eshay bastard pushed someone over in front of a taxi thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, killed him.
Yeah, the old dude.
Yeah.
Super nice dude as well.
Yeah.
And they pushed him over for his bag.
Yeah.
Like it was just a robbery.
Yeah.
But they've ended up killing an innocent man.
Fucking
what a bunch of dumb fucks. They need an extermination camp more than the dumb.
They needed Hitler more than he needed a second ball.
Oh yeah. Or a bullet in the head. Like,
oh god.
If we could go back in time, I wouldn't kill Hitler.
No.
But I'd pluck him out right at the end.
I'd redirect him towards the eshay.
We're going to take you back towards the future.
Yeah.
And we've got a group of people that we need you to eradicate. Yeah. You seem to be pretty efficient at it.
Yeah. Forget these guys got, the Jews have got nothing on these guys.
Oh, no.
These guys are, total fuckwit. They are the definition of fuckwit.
They have no function in society.
And then they talk in, pig Latin and shit.
Oh, no.
Admittedly, we don't have a lot of them here. They're more in the cities.
I don't know. If you walk through the CBD, there's enough of them down there.
Oh,
it's gross.
Don't tell me that.
I just wanted to make a comment here.
Yeah.
Adam and I have a whiteboard that we mentioned previously that we write our notes on. We've got our list of future projects on that we now need to add the ball slinky to, which I'll do in just a second. At the very top, first and foremost, we have a list of topics to not talk about.
Yeah.
Adam, can you tell me what is number 1 on that list?
I think we brought it up. I think I've brought it up about 4 times.
His name starts with a H.
Well, his name starts with an A, but his last name starts with an A.
Yeah, it's
I
Hitler.
know.
But Hitler will never not be funny in the right context.
Exactly. Like
we're talking about.
Well, with that list, it's more of a guideline.
It's a suggestion.
I mean, it's not like a 15-minute conversation. Like don't
talk about
them for 15 minutes sort of thing.
There's also another funny one up there that
what cucks? We haven't even written cucks up there.
Well, no, cucks. See, cucks is mandatory.
Cucks is great.
Cucks will continue.
Yeah.
I think that is just going to be the base theme of our whole media presence, whether it be podcast, video game content, which will be coming in the future.
You know who I guarantee who is cucks?
Who?
Eshays. They love watching their girlfriends getting fucked.
Well, they're not doing it.
Exactly.
Because
they can't do it because
they're too busy being an eshay.
They're too busy. They're too busy being a fuckwit.
I was just going to say, until you brought up cucks, which is a good point.
They wouldn't have girlfriends. What fucking girl's going to hang out with an eshay?
A she-shay?
She-shay?
A female eshay?
She shed seashells by the she-shay.
I think we're losing our mind here. But the other thing to not talk about that I was going to bring up, that for us will always be funny. Yeah. Certain groups, maybe not. The Grand Dragon. See, that's never really been a thing here in Australia. So I don't feel bad about discussing the Grand Dragon.
The old Grand Dragon.
What a title, though.
What's he up to?
I don't know. How do I get to be one? I want that as my title.
You reckon that's what the movie How to Train Your Dragon's based on? How to Train Your Grand Dragon.
There's another project for us. We're going to make a parody movie of How to Train Your Dragon. But instead of Toothless, the black dragon. Well, Toothless will still make an appearance because he's a black dragon. But the only ones that aren't euthanized at birth are the white dragon. And the Grand Mama is the Grand Dragon.
What the fuck are you talking?
I don't know. I'm talking shit, as we do every time. But does that not sound like a dumb... Imagine that in a parody format like Scary Movie. How to Train the Grand Dragon.
Yeah.
Like...
I could see that being a thing.
There you go. I'm going to add it to our project list.
Add it to the list.
I'm going to go at it right this second.
Testicle. Is that spelled testicle?
Yes, it is.
How many I's has it got in it? Oh, testicle slinky.
It has one.
No.
Well, ideally your testicle would have... Ideally your testicle would have no eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Tom.
You're welcome. There's actually... Okay, so the other thing I wanted to bring up, which is complete different to Hitler and the Grand Dragon.
Probably a good idea, yep.
So Adam and I unwrapped a capture card earlier that we're going to use for video game content and making YouTube videos with that.
Yeah, surprise. This is actually a gaming thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's half of what this is going to be. Let's be real.
Well, we did talk about video games in the last...
We've talked about it in at least 2 episodes.
Yeah.
That's a big part of our lives. That's a big part of what we want to do with all of this. The podcast, I think, will primarily be us talking shit.
Cocking about.
Yeah. But there is going to be a large element of video games because that's just what we do. Anyway, this capture card came with, of all things, bubble wrap. I'm a man in my 30s. I spent 5 minutes sitting there popping a corner of bubble wrap.
Yep.
Bubble wrap is great at any age, right?
You're also a child.
Oh, yeah. I'm a man-child. I'll admit it. I'm a child with man's balls. A child's penis, but man's balls.
Why do you have a child's penis in your hand?
Don't question it. For those listening, I'm doing this nude. As is Adam.
What?
It's a bit like a sauna. Maybe we should do an episode in a sauna. I love saunas.
An hour in a sauna.
At a reasonable temperature, not, like a 90-degree sauna.
It's a sauna in here in fucking summer.
All right, so we just need to bring in a bit of water, throw it on the computer to make some steam, and make it an actual sauna.
Make an electrical fire.
All right, well, we'll bring in a fucking electric frying pan or something. We'll heat it up.
We do have a heater.
We just need something hot that we can pour water on.
Oh, well, we can't do that with the heater.
That's why I said an electric fry pan. Something.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Could just buy a humidifier, I guess. That's sort of a sauna. But anyway.
We could just do it in the car in summer, park it outside, turn the heater on.
Open a couple of bottles of water.
Yeah.
That reminds me, moving on, I'm just going to say, I love bubble wrap. No matter how old you are, bubble wrap will always be fun.
Yeah.
You talking about sitting in the car in summer with the heater on reminded me of a time I drove back from Gundawindi, which is, I don't know, 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
And doing the dumb shit that I have and haven't done in cars.
Yeah.
Decided, there was a couple of us in the car, made a competition. Who can go the longest, middle of summer, heater on full, windows up.
Ah, yeah.
The first person to, bitch out, to either put the window down or turn the heat to aircon or whatever, owes the other a carton. It got real bad. To the point of, like, potential loss of consciousness.
Yeah?
Not really what you want driving at 100 k's an hour.
No.
I did some dumb shit. And I probably still do it today, honestly. It's pretty fun.
So how long did you last?
Like, almost 3 hours.
Oh. How much weight did you lose?
I don't know. We were pretty fucking sweaty. To the point where you probably could have wrung our shirts out. That was a lot of sweat. Oh, and you weren't allowed to drink because, again, you're using that to cool yourself down.
Yeah.
There was no cheats. It was deal with the heat.
Mm.
Yeah, sweat just pouring down your face and sweaty hands. Not exactly what you want holding a steering wheel either, but...
Yeah, no, because you go to turn it and nothing happens.
We weren't thinking safety.
No.
We were, in fact, thinking the exact opposite.
You were thinking beer.
Yeah.
You're thinking, I'm not losing
I don't want
this.
to... Yeah. I was an apprentice at the time. I didn't have money. I was on $7.56 an hour.
Oh, really?
Yep. That was
$7.56. Is that minimum wage?
That was first year apprentice wage when I was 16.
Ah, right. So first year apprentice and underage wage.
So it's
$7.
It's not that low anymore.
Well, no, because our money isn't worth as much anymore. But
yeah. $56 a day is all I was earning.
Still,
that's
for 16.
But just think, that's less than $300 a week.
Yeah,
and I could.
Yeah, but
I would make that in a day now.
Yeah, I know, but you were
I was
still
a first year
apprentice.
I was still at school, so that was a shitload of money to a kid at school.
Oh shit! Yeah, we used to go to Macca's.
We used to do Macca's runs all the time. We used to go to the movies all the time.
Yeah, because Tom was
sister
loaded.
would get super frustrated because I'd just say to my parents, I'm going to the movies. When she didn't have an income, she had to do chores to get paid. And she was saying, why does Tom get to go to the movies?
Because you haven't done your chores.
Well, it's because he's got a job. Just sticking it to her. I remember she got pissed one day because she wanted $20 to clean the bathroom. An exorbitant fee.
Yeah.
And I just cleaned it of my own volition that day before she could get home. And she got upset that she got home and the bathroom was clean, so she couldn't clean it for money.
Not that she would have cleaned it for money anyway.
She would have. And clean in quotation marks. Yeah. But
she was more upset that you did a better job than what she would have done for
No, she was just more upset that she couldn't do the job and get money for it, where I did it for no money.
Yeah.
Like,
that's because you're a good son.
You
clean the bathroom.
Yeah. I'd argue I'm a pretty good son.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Well, I don't know. I'm not your mum or your dad.
I'm also glad of that. That would be weird because you're younger than me.
Yeah.
That's actually there's a point. If you were to be someone's step parent, what would be an acceptable age gap between, say, you and the kids?
Well, actually, I heard a funny story, which is sort of... It's not really along the lines, but it is a fucked family story.
That's fine. Look, we're easy breezy cover girl.
Yeah. That's
so
what we
fire
are.
away.
I heard my co-worker of what my job is telling me.
So your counterpart? Yeah. So
yeah,
your counterpart,
my counterpart told
in
me
a parallel department.
Universe, yes. Told me the other day about there's a person at work who's she's got a new partner, new bloke.
Yep.
Now, apparently this bloke's a good bloke.
Yeah.
But then my counterpart asked her brother, who also works at work, what kind of a bloke he is.
Yeah.
And, let's just call him Alan.
Yeah.
He said, oh no, this bloke's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Turns out that the... How does this work? The new boyfriend was going out with her auntie. So
considerably older, or was dating a cougar?
No, there's a bit of an age gap in between the siblings. Like there's a 20-year age gap between the eldest and the youngest.
Okay, yeah.
And this bloke was going out with
one of the older ones.
Say the older one's daughter.
Yep.
And now he's going out with the auntie of...
Oh, okay, right. So
the one that he was going out with.
Yeah, okay.
Just the other sister.
Similar age group.
Yeah.
But one is a sibling of the other's parent. Yeah, okay. It's fucked.
That is an awkward Christmas. That's an awkward Christmas.
It is. I mean, look, we know people who the auntie is about the same age as her... Oh, auntie. The niece. The oldest niece is about the same age as the youngest uncle.
Oh, no.
But, like... So
that's not the weird bit. The weird bit is I'm fucking your auntie.
There's relationships where people have gone out with a sibling and it hasn't worked out. So they move on to the other sibling. And it does work out.
Not in normal life.
It happens more often than you'd think.
Someone goes out with their sibling.
No, say you were going out with Red's sister.
Yeah.
Didn't work out. Yeah. And then you go out with Red.
Yeah, but that's weird.
And it works out.
I'm sure it does, but that's fucking weird.
It's probably weird at first. You give it enough time and it becomes normal. No one really cares. People move on.
It depends on how long you're going out with them.
That's also a good
This
point.
one was going out with the auntie for 2 years.
Yeah, see, that's not super long.
Yeah, but
it's long enough. That's a big commitment.
That's long enough of, I've met all of your family
twice. I've been to your family events.
Yeah, and now I'm still there. I'm just with this one now.
Yeah, that'd be weird for the extended family.
Yeah, it'd be weird for it's weird for everyone involved. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Let's be real. I'm glad you said let's be honest and not me.
Oh, that's right. That's what you say. Yeah, let's be honest. You've been consciously aware that that's what you say.
I have been more aware and trying not to say it.
Well, let's be honest.
I almost said it before.
Well, you pulled yourself up.
I did. That's when I said let's be real. Or something to those effects.
Because that's totally different.
I was halfway through saying it. I'm like, wait, don't say it.
Let's
Don't
be-
say it. Don't
let's
say it.
real.
Yeah. I can't not say it, and I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But anyway, so back to what I was asking. What would be a weird age gap between you and your partner's kids? The way I'm picturing it would be your partner is older than you.
That's another story that I've actually got, which is actually they're not related to me, but they're almost related to me. Like they're my cousin's cousin sort of thing.
Yeah.
He was going out with this woman, and he was younger than her son.
Yeah, I think that's weird.
Fucked.
I think 5 years is the minimum. Oh, sorry, the maximum that I would allow between me and the oldest child. So
Now 5 years older, I assume.
me being 5 years older.
Yes.
I couldn't be the same age or younger, because then if it's the same age or younger, is there mummy issues involved? Like,
yeah,
that
the weird thing would be if you were hanging out with the kid.
that would be weird. If you were hanging out
you go
outside
into the
of
pub,
a relationship,
yeah, you go into the pub, and, like you're hanging around,
or if it's
you're talking shit, and then you're like, anyway, I'm gonna go home and fuck your mum now.
I was about to say that would be me, like me dating your mum.
Yeah,
That's fucking weird.
That's exactly what it would be like.
It'd be extra weird because I've known your mum my whole life, but that dynamic, that's weird. Yeah, if you can hang out socially with your partner's kids, with a different relationship to what, it's not the parent-child dynamic.
Yeah, you as the kid, you would almost be like, "No, it's not time to go home yet.
Yeah,
we're gonna stay out as long as they will let us because I know you're going to go home.
When we go home, you are taking my mum to Pound Town,
yeah.
and I do not want to be in the presence of that.
No, and my room's right next door. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I get to listen to that all night long.
Oh, good. Yeah. We were having such a lovely time, and then I remembered you're gonna go home and fuck my mum. Well, shit.
Way to ruin a good night by just being you. I mean, that's how I live. I'm not banging your mum, but I'm a good way to kill a mood.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But we were having fun, and then I realised you were you. I think that's how people think of me. That's how I think of me. I'm the great way to just kill any enjoyment. If you want a quick out from a party, invite me.
You're like the social suicide bomber.
Social suicide bomber. For those who don't know, which is probably 98% of you.
Yep.
There was this amazing sketch show back in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, I think worked it out to be, called the Ronnie Johns Half Hour. And there was one sketch in there called the Social Suicide Bomber. The most awkward person you could ever think of. And my favourite line was always, "I'm Salmon L. Jackson." Where he turns up in a trench coat with a salmon with a wig on it. At a bar.
Yeah. It's like, I want to get out of this situation right now.
Yep.
You hit the social suicide bomber. And he comes in and
he creates the perfect distraction for you to leave.
You just walk away.
Yeah. It was so good. That was the best.
Anyway, I think we might wrap it up.
I think we've probably pushed a bit.
Yeah.
We've pushed our limits well and truly today.
Yep.
But I'm pretty happy with the episode.
Yeah.
We talked a lot of shit. Which we always do.
Do.
That's a guarantee with us, but we had a good time doing it.
Yeah.
We learnt things. Found ideas for new things to learn about.
Yeah, like
testicle slinkies.
Yeah. And how to train your grand dragon.
And how Hitler is always funny. Well, to those who are listening, thank you. We really appreciate it. Please check out our Instagram, which is the same as the podcast name. Facebook page of the same name. In the future, we're hoping to have some video game content and the podcast up as VODs on YouTube as well.
VODs? What's that?
Just video on demand.
Oh, right.
And with any luck, sometime in the future, we may even do a live podcast if anyone's interested in checking it out. But thank you. Give it a thumbs up and a rate, and listen, share it to your friends, and thank you.
Bye.
Bye.